this buggy.
Hey! Welcome to the one of a kind. Not here to make your Oh, least, but he's a comp. He's white, but it's been a while. Well, so, you can wander, but knowing this going rates up. I'm listening. You do that. I really hope. Yeah. Okay. Pleasure doing business. So, one of my rough eyes open to. Oh. Give Ahab up. Finest supplies on the planet. All legal.
me. Mind your staging. Unit 99. But there is a complication. Unit 99 is on the sensors, a mercenary standard procedure. Moving out. Your service is now complete, Unit 99. Mine, however, continues. Our work here is a plague of terramorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at 1. have arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there is a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinium. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. Destination's Londinian on Ptolemy 2. We're meeting with Commander Hatum.
So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asylees? Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorph. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps.
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found as you can see. What we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course. Using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively. I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
It would be the more efficient option.
With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. And all routes are going to require terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees gene, or sharpen our microbes. Not the sort of thing,
But we think we found a lead. All paths lead to London. Exactly what I was hoping. Now, the UC has a small... We're cleared for act. I'm gonna help her.
but you need to know.
They'll have antis...
Yes? Oh, this... God, you romanticize it. Now you. You project person? No. I don't much care. My sister's kids. Yeah, they effectively use... Still. Now. Don't worry. Can't do the job without the... No more
Hello, Captain.
This world is off limits. Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Landing gear. Check. Thrusters. Check. Insight. Clear.
So, how were you feeling about
The same as I was a few moments before you went, cousin. Why are you looking at me like that?
worried about you? That time you spent as a prisoner with those pirates, it couldn't have been easy.
Honestly, it wasn't as bad as you're picturing. Don't get me wrong, they weren't exactly having me over for dinner. But I would. Wasn't being tortured either.
Who knows? Maybe I'll take you up on that one.
Yeah, what is it?
Captain, do you require my assistance?
You! Inside the barriers! Double time!
I pride myself on that. Either that or you. Vanguard, eh? Ah.
Commander Hatum.
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's, as such, except one. Once you're on the other side, do we understand me? Precisely. I'll leave you to your and I do believe this. Now, once you're out, though I can't guarantee, I hope you all find one. Robot, you...
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set?
Should only take a few minutes.
Percival will be scanning this. All right. Head over to the armory and... Can't chat right now.
You match our description. Make sure you had the best tool.
Transfers complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city.
All set on your gear? Then let's... Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
That creature. It's dominated. Must be a force nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down. More of them. Clean them up.
Deploying lethal countermeasures. Safety's on.
No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. The cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Hostiles detect situation. Normal. Recon protocols active. Samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
previous scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I'm not sure.
Percival, you see a better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel. All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm? What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, seeing this? God, the heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became... Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets. Pretty Major is right. The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph. But that means, if anyone knew, you could sneak a... Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... But first...
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch That's that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
All right, let's get to the bottom of this. Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti.
No hostiles detected by near-range sensors.
Look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand? Exactly. Makes some sense. Tau Ceti was like, ensure the big and the timing. It couldn't have been just these attacks. They certainly were. Who could pull... I sure as hell hope so.
Let's save the discussion for when you... If we're gonna do anything...
Roger that. Kaiser?
The entrance is this way. I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated.
Captain, I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning, priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning, emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
copy. Available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk. Hey, Victus. He destroyed... He saw the potential. He killed. He decided to... But I guess only he didn't... Right. Kaiser, try it now.
Successful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled. Grab that sample and get out of here.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic. Ah, this... No, my connection might have got...
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral... That's putting it...
But it's clear, Captain. But in the interim...
If it were me...
Thank you, Captain. Once you finish your they're gonna want to hear. Take care of yourself.
Best of luck on your fact-finding mission.
be scanned as you enter the city. Okay, no bounty. Clear. Enjoy your visit.
Please have a
It's not like I haven't tried a little. Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you... How could you know? You want to hear the words then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I... You can be more right. The attacks, when I discovered the plant, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport and sealing away. Easy to say now, but at the time, I wasn't going to. But then, as the war ended, and what did I get in return? No. We were sacrificed. I become a trusted advisor. And met the dear departed Dr. Reginald. What luck he was stopped dead. Captain, please. It's why and look at the result. Isn't that preferable? With only the vague. Precisely. And let's not forget eliminating the Terramorphs. Secure. I'm simply requesting. I've already sent along the... All I ask is that, after all... Splendid.
Perfect timing. So on our end,
Means either plans are...
considering what the lab... I already sent along. So what about your... Any leads on who might...
Orlays? Reginald?
That's some impressive... So then give us... Huh, I see. Any idea? I can't imagine the amount of...
Well...
Well, at least... So I guess this might be... And here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald or...
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved? Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to with the threads you've brought together here. The Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches. The three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure. As such, the cabinet will be...
A sound decision, Madam President.
I'm glad you... So then, the cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also heat leach. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be...
And fast result.
As you can see, Major.
We've had a few discussions. Only the captain...
I see.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of it. The science division isn't...
And Major said, Dr. Walker.
We trust the captain?
Then the matter is settled. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is...
Oh, yeah.
You all have earned. Now, Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your effort.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Informed us of your new status. Congratulations on making class 1.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies disc. And the credits should be in... But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit. Higher-ups wanted to make sure... But, with all that square, there are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills. Or you could help the team... Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Any of those missions call to you? Suppose that's true. Just getting those coordinates to you now. Report says ships at these coordinates fired on United Colonies. Craft. You're clear to use lethal force.
Well, well. In fact, it's a What do you say? Great. You're... Okay, you're all set. You'll love... Now that you're in...
Setting down, everything in the green.
Welcome aboard the UC. Did you have any questions? Understood? So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Okay, hello. Howdy.
I believe we have something important to discuss. Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC SysDev. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer. Excellent. Then let's... This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDev's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precise. We need eyes. The catch is that you... Good. Our intelligence has... She works for the Trade Authority. You'd better hope so. Once you bluff you, that's where my... Eager to get going. Remember, I wouldn't expect any less. Look, as an undercover, allow yourself... That's what I want. Anyway, now, you have your orders.
Excuse me.
Yes. All right, we don't... While you're working, if you find any record... Well, you better. I want data. For the sake of the settled system. That miner, if you've seen what I... That's all we're asking. Oh, before you... Commander Akon... It's not generous, it's... All right. We've cleared your ship. That should do it. We'll be here if you need us.
Okay, hello. Yes?
Separation complete.
You are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Welcome.
Heard some hostile camps were wiped off the map.
If you're here to buy or sell... wouldn't be... Oh, don't... Aurora. All I'm going to point out is... Of course. You know, it's funny. There's a buddy of mine who... If he isn't Oh!
People always ask me what I think about...
Unless you're here to... Hey, why don't you say that if you've got a whole... Right down to business. Now listen up. He probably spent... Perfect. His name's... Don't worry.
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis.
Something... Adler Camp. Wait, you said... I told him I'd... What the heck? Look. What? I really hope so. Please.
Learning to accept the truth of higher power.
A strong community is stronger.
Have something for...
She gonna give it a rest?
There, but he going to be a... Nice. You know, you think you can... All right. Head out to your... Oh.
Ever been to Aquila?
Look who finally had the guts to show. Big shot. I hear Adler. We'll see. So, I don't know if Adler mentioned it. You're signing up with V. There's a medical on board that ship. It's done. Head back here when you finish.
Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you about it. Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill, if you wanted our cargo, I guess I should just... That is true. Now, do you mind telling? You really do not know it, and you do not seem to care. Okay. Then, what? Is that all right with...
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear... Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship, and we will make sure. And in case this should be proof, you will...
Ship's no longer docked. We're free.
Commander Conde wants to see you.
I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
I had a friend on the Regatta. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Pardon.
Heard the Regatta made it to port with 0 casualties. Nice.
We got the message from the... Suffice to... That's a smart line to follow. Just remember... Oh, one more thing before we... There was concern after coming to her. But a gamble. Then it worked. Now it's time.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct.
Our files indicate she... Yes, you pa... But before we get... Just remember...
And their ruthlessness is... You should pursue...
So what's next? Where you'll meet Delgado?
Delgado is the leader of the... You'll want to know...
In any case, now we will shadow you eventually. This will also give us time to boast...
Sir, on that note...
Immediately, Lieutenant. No, I hope you're entering. Keep up the good work.
got a wager going over whether the fleet would let you in.
Clean separation, Captain. Perfect. Grav jump spinning down. Just look at those stars.
Docking cycle complete.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You... wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Greetings.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so... Never apologize. And if they don't but... Pencils ready? This might look a little... Wow, thanks for... I'll be certain to pack. Anyway. All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. In you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra.
Now
Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook. Where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry. You don't cross the fleet without pay.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how...
I was hoping you'd say...
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
See
On the
anything
right,
you like?
you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you know? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Since for Delgado? It's why he's the boss. Of course. Now, thanks to advanced modifications even Dujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessed. The perfect set, thanks to our... I've granted... If Neva's now, take the elevator.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
I knew we shouldn't trust you!
Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Ah, there's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint. All right, when you sign up, you stay loyal or you... Boss.
Can we get...
I'm impressed. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job.
Oh, God, don't tell me. 10 jobs.
Crix's legacy. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet.
I hope...
This initiation, Crix led the riot. Before Crix left somewhere down, if we're gonna be...
Dale's leaving out the... Crix left them.
When we get our hands... Exactly. Okay, I know. To that end, the next stop is the... Since Mathis doesn't have it...
I don't trust shielding.